In this video, what I'm going to show you guys how to do is essentially build a $16,000 a month recurring revenue business inside of the Skool platform. And I'm going to show you how to do that without having a big audience like some of these other influencers out there say that you need to have. The truth is it's never been easier to start earning money from info products, selling your services, consulting, specifically inside of a Skool community. I've done this successfully time and time again, and I have a proven system that works every single time. I'm going to show you how to do this inside of our Skool community and show you an exact example on how we built this Skool community to over $16,000 a month in recurring revenue, and show you how you can do something very similar, if not the exact same. All right, guys. So as you can see here on my screen right now, this is my personal Skool community, which is called Cortex Tools. If you guys want to join, we teach you basically how to build AI infrastructures and how to start an AI agency where you can start selling automations and workflows to local businesses, service businesses, e-commerce businesses, really any kind of business out there that needs AI services to speed up their workflows, make their processes more efficient, and just in general solve problems that they're having with things like high turnover rates with employees or high employment costs and things of that nature. That's kind of what you can basically position yourself as to sell these automations and workflows to solve those problems. That's what this community is about. This is our about page, which is basically kind of like Skool's landing page where most people actually end up going to actually see this. Let's go to the incognito page or window right here. This is what it would look like if you just basically clicked on this about page link, whether it was on like a Facebook ad or a YouTube video, whatnot. And this is kind of what it would show. Now, we currently have 448 members and we're sitting anywhere between $16,500 in monthly recurring revenue. And it fluctuates a little bit within a couple $100 every week or so. But as we grow the community and continue to add new members and new content to the program, the churn rate, which is basically how many people end up leaving our community, does go down as well as a direct kind of ratio. And that's a really important ratio to have, is having low churn, high growth. That way you can continue to grow and make more money inside of your Skool community. First thing I really want to start out with, because this is kind of what most people struggle with, is how on earth do I get customers for this, right? I can build this about page, right? I can type out this whole, long about page of really good copy. I can make these little about page slides to kind of explain my business model, my process. But how do I actually get people to click this little orangey, yellow, tan color button and obviously give me their payment info to pay for my program? How do I do that? Especially without a big audience. I know there's tons of you out there who you don't want to make content every day. You don't want to become an influencer. You don't want to become a creator and have to make YouTube videos and do all these things. And lucky for you, this exact community that we're looking at right here, it was not grown on the back of a massive YouTube channel or a huge Instagram following. This was grown purely off two important things. The first one is ads. We ran ads like religiously to this group. And then the second thing was making ultra niched down videos. You don't have to have this huge, massive audience and make content every single day to be successful in this industry. You can create these types of videos that are extremely specific, extremely niched down. So what I want to show you guys is really quick our kind of infrastructure, how we run ads to this, and how we make those niche down videos so we don't have to have a huge audience to get more customers on a pretty much daily basis. So first thing we're going to do here is we're going to close out of this incognito tab. Actually, what we'll do is we'll go into YouTube here, and I'm going to show you my YouTube channel and show you guys some of the types of videos that I was making not too long ago, and basically kind of how those were working. As you can see right here, we have this kind of series that I did for N8N. Each of these videos were about a week and a half to 2 weeks apart. I was not uploading on a daily basis whatsoever. They were, again, very, very few and far between. And basically what these videos would do is they would showcase how to use N8N and how to build AI automations inside of N8N. And then they would either begin or end with a call to action to join that Skool community that I just showed you. This would be the link down in the description basically for these types of videos. And that's basically what we did. We created about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different videos here. There's also a couple ones before here where we kind of experimented with some other types of, AI based videos. It didn't really get much for us in terms of an increase in monthly recurring revenue. We didn't make a whole lot of money from that. But these ones, even the ones that got like 100 views, 600 views, views, 100 views, these still converted really, really well for us. And we saw this is on a very small scale too. If you really want to take this to the natural extreme here, you could make just tons and tons and tons of these videos with those really simple, easy to follow call to actions to join, the Skool community. And that's kind of how you can get there. One of the important things though is that these are niched down videos, right? These videos are specifically for end-to-end, specifically for AI automation, and specifically telling people to go to this community, right? We're not making these more broad videos like we used to make. The cursor AI tutorial, for example, this is a recent video we just made just to kind of test the algorithm. These are kind of more videos that aren't really like pushing the ball forward per se, and they're not really going to get you a lot of growth. So, and again, I don't have a huge following. As you can see here, I only have about 1,000 subs, almost about 2,000 or 1,100 here coming up. But 316 videos. I do not have a huge following by any means, yet we still have a super successful community that continues to grow to this day, right? It hasn't even stagnated. We're continuing to see really high conversion rates and high new member counts. So that's kind of the first way. Make really niched down YouTube videos. Definitely a big recommendation I would have for you guys. And the next way I would highly recommend that you guys look into growing your Skool community is by doing something called running Facebook ads, right? Some of you out there may have tried running Facebook ads before, or maybe have had some experience with that and just might think that it either doesn't work or you don't want to waste money doing it. But there is a method to the madness, right? There is a way of doing it where you can basically consistently get really good performance out of them. But basically, in just the simplest way I can describe it, and what I will do is I will go to my Facebook ad library and show you guys kind of inside my ad account what we're currently running and kind of what's working for us in terms of ad creative design. I have currently 4 ads running right now. We have a bunch of them that are launching in the future, but these are the ones that are the real winners right now that are converting at a really high conversion rate. I want to say the ROAS we're getting on these is about a 1 or a 2, which is decent, right? We're basically getting purchases on a monthly recurring revenue product where people pay us month over month to continue to be in that group consistent basis. As you can see, we have 2 types here. We have this kind of static image. Let's see if I can open this and get a bigger view for you guys. We have this kind of static image style ad where basically it's just super simple. Clients buy systems, not workflows. And then we have the little image of that workflow kind of idea right there. And then we have some copy, which is kind of written in this little, text box right here. And then we have the little headline right here as well. You hit the learn more button and it takes you to that about page. That's the first example, which is basically like a static image ad creative, which usually works pretty well. Then we have these little videos here, and let's see if I can actually play one for you guys. Try to make this bigger potentially. So interestingly enough, that is not actually my real voice. That is a 11 Labs clone of my voice that I use for these ads just to speed up the production process. But as you can see, I literally just took my iPhone and started recording the screen and showing people kind of, what they can expect inside of our program, kind of the things that we do, right? The whole value proposition of what we're selling and kind of how that works. And I'm basically just recording my screen, edited this together really quickly, added captions, and then just like that, we were able to essentially make a really good video ad that's kind of converting on a really high, consistent basis, which is just super, super cool. That is pretty much how we run our ads. Again, if you want to get into like settings and, media buying and things like that, we have a whole video dedicated to that specifically for the Skool community, by the way. So really, really value driven there if you want to go take a look. But that is pretty much how I'd recommend you grow a Skool community without a big audience. It is possible. Don't let anybody out there tell you that it isn't. I wouldn't say difficult to do, but they take consistency and they take creativity and they take time. And I think that's what, for the most part, most people I talk to in this industry, you have to be consistent. You have to show up every day and actually do the work, right? Run those ads, make those videos, create the content, do the marketing that you're supposed to be doing. And then of course it takes time, right? So, if you guys are on this channel, I'm just a host on this channel, but I'd highly recommend checking me out on any of my other socials. My name's Kyle Herbal, as you can see right here. And I would recommend just kind of checking check it out and see what else I'm working on, because I'm not slowing down anytime soon. So hopefully this video was helpful and you found some value in it. Make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos. Also, this is my last video. I will not be essentially making any more videos for these channels. We're going to be kind of focusing more on my personal business and everything, and basically what I'm showing you here. And so in the future, and I'm sure they still have videos in the backlog, you won't be really seeing me much of anymore in these videos. So it has been truly an honor to get to make these videos for you guys and help you guys, educate you guys, teach you guys how to do stuff that I've already done, and just help you guys. At the end of the day, that's really what these videos do, is they help people. And I think that that has been just such a honor to be able to be a part of this huge project that we've been putting on, and just to be there along for the ride with you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you probably noticed my voice is really weird and I have all these like voice breaks. Some people say, oh, is this AI audio? Do you have like a issue with your microphone? This mic works perfectly fine. My voice does have an issue. It's a neurological condition I was just diagnosed with recently, but it's okay. Again, it's nothing that I'm like, terribly upset about. It's just, unfortunately, it causes breaks in my voice. Same thing RFK has, which is pretty crazy. But anyways, little side tangent about me. Enough about me. It's about this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And for the very last time, this is Kyle Herbal signing off, and I'll see you guys later. Enjoy these videos and keep crushing it out there.